It's great to have you on this platform. My name indeed is Sammy Ofosuhene, and many thanks for joining me on this platform. The show is Boxing Court, and we are airbound, as you know, and definitely from now to like 3 p.m. It's going to be nothing but boxing news and boxing updates, and of course, boxing discussions as well. So just tell a friend to tell a friend that Sammy Ofosuhene is airbound with Boxing Court, and the show is just about to start pretty very much very soon indeed. Great to have you on this platform. Share it to any other person so that the person will equally also watch us, and let's have fun. Let's have fun together because this show is interactive. So let's get interactive on my platform, on my line on +1 815 302 5489. Once again, it's +1 815 302 5489. I do have to apologize though because my co-host happens to have given me a short notice, which is becoming pretty I don't know, but he's had an emergency, so he's definitely not gonna be here. Hopefully next week we get him on board. We'll try and make do with the show. It was a last minute notification, but of course it was an emergency, so I apologize on his behalf and of course on behalf of the whole show as well. The show is airbound, like I said. Once again, it's interactive. Today is going to be very interactive, so get interactive on my line on +1 815 302 5489. Once again, it's +1 815 302 5489. It doubles as a WhatsApp and normal SMS as well. So we're gonna have a little bit shift in the show, which I'll be updating you pretty very much very soon, because it's gonna be me, and we have planned the show around him, and there was no as it were. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it pans out. You're very much welcome to the show. That I promise you're going to have fun. Not too waste about it. I'll start with news making the boxing world. And there's a lot happening in the boxing world. And I can tell you for a fact that even in the Ghanaian boxing scene, there is a lot happening. First of all, the first boxing news, it says Tyson Fury says he feels that Jerry Chisora is as dangerous as the unbeaten unified heavyweight champion, that's Alexander Usyk. The story talks about Tyson Fury talking about the fact that he thinks that Chisora is actually in that same category. Fury is not really, as it were, he doesn't see Tyson, Alexander Usyk as that good, as it were. You know, he may have beaten Anthony Joshua, but Tyson Fury still feels that he is in the category of Derek Chisora, who he calls as a dangerous boxer. So I'm sure you can read more on Boxing Ghana, Boxing 247, and the red. I'll go to my next topic. Today, like I said, it's interactive, so get interactive on my line on +1 815 302 5489. And the second story also has to do with Tyson Fury, who says that Joe Joyce, the chap who is virtually building a good CV in the heavyweight division, Joe Joyce, a UK boxer, he actually beat Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois, if you recall, he was the one that beat our own heavyweight boxer, former WBO Africa heavyweight champion, talking about Richard Lartey. Richard Lartey, of course, he was defeated by Richard Lartey. But of course, Daniel Dubois was equal also beaten by Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce is, doing so very well. But according to Tyson Fury, once again, the WBC champion, he says Joe Joyce must improve his CV before he can fight him. Right about now, he has about 105,000 followers. He thinks that he should up a little bit in order to face him. You know, with Tyson Fury, it's all about the money. And can you begrudge him? I think I totally agree with him because the sport is about money, and the most important thing is to be making good money. Yes, it's good to make good money. No two ways about it. It is important to make good money in the sport, like I said. So I'll go to my next topic, and I think it has to do with something Ghana, and we're gonna just rope in on your screens very soon so that we continue with that. Like I said, I'll have Sarah joining me today. Sarah Asari, she writes for Boxing Ghana. She's part of the Boxing platform. She's been involved with boxing and women boxing. She's been promoting boxing. I think she was recently interviewed by CNN. She also got an award from WISA, that's Women in Sports Boxing Association. I hope I got it correct. Yes. So Sarah will be here. Sarah actually writes for Boxing Ghana as well, so she'll be here to walk us through the upcoming boxing award. Of course, the next story is actually on your screen, and it's by Mr. Maxwell Techi, CEO of IMAX Promotions, and he's heading the new management and promotional syndicate, which includes Fadi Fatah. We all know Fadi Fatah, formerly of Metro Television, and the NSRD and Ace broadcaster Yawan Pufuankra. Well, according to the story, they've signed some new boxers, three of them, which includes Michael Ansa. I don't know what went into the signing of Michael Ansado, but I guess they know what they are doing. Because if you ask me, if you're really trying to get a world champion with Michael Ansa's age and the kind of achievement he's had so far, the losses that he has in his belt so far, I probably would like to get somebody from their outfit to understand some of the technical decisions that went into signing of Michael Ansa in particular. But of course, Michael Ansa is a fantastic boxer, no two ways about it. I mean, for watches bouts since the time that he fought Sheriff Quay, he won. Very good boxer, no two ways about it. He has a very wonderful following. He has massive following, no two ways about it. So I guess maybe those ones are also factors that came into play in them signing Michael Ansa. Notwithstanding, the Fuiko also signed another brilliant two boxers who are equal also very, very good, and we are hoping to see what comes out of it. We can talk about John Quay, aka the Magic Man. He's a fantastic boxer, no two ways about it. He's a chap to watch in the coming future, no two ways about it. So we'll also be see what will happen in that regard. Like I said, we'll see how that pans out. But today, my main topic is pretty simple. We all know Isaac Dogboe, right? Yes. So Isaac Dogboe just announced on his platform, the Twitter platform, that his fight is almost just about ready, almost like they are preparing it. And everybody has been salivating since he posted that. And many of us have had to conjecture how many of us have had to make our own permutations here and there. Some asking whether or not he's going to fight Navarrete or is it going to be a different boxer altogether. But that is our main preoccupation for today. Who should Isaac Dogboe fight next? Is it Ray Vargas or Emmanuel Navarrete? Who would you want to see Dogboe fight first? Is it Ray Vargas or Emmanuel Navarrete, a chap that he's lost back-to-back to? And I guess that's the question I'm posing to you. So wherever you watching me, just let me know, who would you want Isaac Dogboe to fight next? Is it Emmanuel Navarrete or Ray Vargas? That's my big question. And of course, like I said, my co-host when I were supposed to dilute and dissect that particular topic, but unfortunately he had an emergency, so we're going to run this show solo. But today, like I said, it's going to be much more interactive because it was a last minute cancellation, but of course the show must go on. So I'm posing this question to you all: who should Isaac Dogboe fight? Should it be Ray Vargas or it should be Emmanuel Navarrete? That's the bigger question out there, and I would love to hear from you. So keep your messages coming, and let's see how things go right about now. Indeed, like I said, I'll be putting Sarah through in no time, and so that we discuss the Boxing Ghana Awards. If you are oblivious, Boxing Ghana Awards is just about to take place. I'm actually going to walk you through the categories. Interesting enough, it's one thing that it actually happens to be the maiden edition. It's been in the coffins for some time now. I mean, it's been in the offing for some time now. Apparently, it's been prepared, it's been booked. It started almost like 5 years ago, but because of certain contingencies, problems here and there, it couldn't materialize, as it were. But for now, it's been started on a different thing altogether. It's going to be the online edition of the Boxing Ghana Awards, and we actually going to put in the categories out there already. I think it's already been put on Boxing Ghana social media platforms, and even on my page, Sammy Ofosuhene. Of course, you can follow me as well on Sammy Ofosuhene, Sammy Ofosuhene on Twitter. Yeah, that would be great. So you can check that one out. So Boxing Ghana Awards is about to take place. No two ways about it. With a technical team, we have some very interesting names, as I already said. Daniel David Corte is there. We have Dennis Moore. You have Sarah Sari as well. We equally also have Samuel Haywood Okan. Yes, I mean, what would you do without Sammy Ofosuhene? He's an astute broadcaster. And when it comes to awards, I'm not sure anybody will want to go without Sammy Ofosuhene. Well, that's on a lighter note. But the most important thing, like I said, I'm trying to get you the categories as has been spelled out. Talking about the Boxing Ghana Awards, so I'm going to show it practically very soon. So, Boxing Ghana Awards, let's have it today. I'm producing and at the same time working on what I need to work on, which is not new to me. I mean, not too mixed about it. But so get interactive on my line on +1 815 302 5489. Like I said, my topic for today is who should Isaac Dogboe fight? Should it be Ray Vargas or it should be Manon Navarrete? Keep your comments coming on wherever you're watching me live from. Like and share the show so that everybody will get opportunity to watch it. Of course, my message actually coming thick and fast. I would love to read it right about now, no two ways about it. So that we have a good interaction and discussion. Indeed, if you just plug onto the show, it is indeed Boxing Ghana, and today we are discussing some very important topics. We're talking about Isaac Dogboe. Who should he fight? Should it be Ray Vargas or should it be Manon Navarrete? That's our main question to you. And I hope you do join the show and let's know your views. Today, like I said, is going to be much more interactive. So I'm going to try and find a way so that we all get to be interacting as it were. So let me run you through the categories as far as the Boxing Ghana Awards are concerned. If you're watching me, wherever you're watching me, like and share the show so that others will get opportunity as well to you can also see what's happening here in terms of the Boxing Ghana Awards. I've been okay. So this one is saying, I mean, it's a good initiative by your outfit. I know that it has been there for a long time. It's good that you guys are bringing it out. And this is a friend, so I'm not really going to do so much on that. But thank you so very much. It's good to know that you are plugged onto the show. Indeed. That's how it's going to go. So like I'm going to put in Sarah very, very soon. Then we have that interaction as far as the categories are concerned and what is set to happen. It's going to be an interaction. No two ways about it. So yes, at this point I also rope in Daniel. Did I say Daniel David? I'm practically like yeah. So we'll do a little bit of that. Hopefully we get Dennis Moore as well through to help us do the discussions today as far as who Isaac Dogboe should face is concerned. So it's a packed show. The only thing was that they had some last minute changes, and that has sort of made it a little bit difficult. But of course, we'll see how that pans out. But today, like I said, our main preoccupation is simple. Who should Isaac Dogboe fight? Should it be Ray Vargas or Emmanuel Navarrete? That's it for you. Remember, Navarrete, since his victory against Isaac Dogboe, has gone on unbeaten throughout. And one stat that remains very interesting is the fact that he's been winning about 80% of his fights by knockouts. So Navarrete is not an easy opponent at all. But we're going to run you through what he's been doing so far, how many fights he's fought so far. Then we also do same with Ray Vargas as well. Then at the end, we just oppose who we think is the best bet for Isaac Dogboe to actually fight and hopefully, win Ghana another world title and also become a second time world champion, a two-time world champion as it were, in a different weight category, or a two-weight world champion as well. So that would be indeed very, very interesting. So yes, so I got messages here. I'll try and read those messages in no time. This one is saying that, okay, so I saw the post on Boxing Ghana Awards. I think the categories are great. How do we vote? Yes, I'm sure those details will come very soon. Sam Bennett, those details will come very soon, especially when we get Sarah on our lines pretty very much soon. Of course, we'll do something to that effect. She'll walk us through how the processes and how the categories are and how to even vote if you want to, as it were. Like we said, this is going to be the online edition or the online version. So don't be oblivious. Don't worry about it. The most important thing is that We are going to fill you in with all the information needed as far as those awards are concerned. This one is, I think Isaac Dogboe should fight Emmanuel Navarrete. Third time is the best. Third time is the best. Interesting enough, you didn't add your name. So when you send me the messages, kindly do well to add your name as well, so that we'll know the person that we're interacting with. So yeah. So you think Isaac Dogboe should fight Emmanuel Navarrete again? Well, okay. Opinions they say are like the armpits, some stinky, and as fresh is a matter of personal hygiene, isn't it? So yeah, that's for him. He feels Isaac Dogboe should fight Emmanuel Navarrete. So yeah, we'll see how that pans out. Dogboe is about to announce his fight news pretty very soon, so we'll see how that goes as regards to that. So let me just, I'm still trying to get through so that I can just show you what you need to see. Yes, the Boxing Ghana Awards. Do we have it? We're going to push it through probably very, very soon. Yeah. I hope you have it now. Yeah. Okay. So even as we try to fix that, that we're trying to put in the categories here for you as far as the Boxing Ghana Awards are concerned. Yes, so that's what we're doing right about now. So yeah, do we have it now? Okay. So that notwithstanding, I think I'm going to do something that will help each and every one of us. I'm actually going to read it. If you are not able to put it straight on the platform, we will just try as much as possible to just read the categories out. Like I said, we had some crazy challenges. That's how come we couldn't put certain things together. But of course, that is to be expected because our co-host had some crazy challenges, and we planned the show around him, and we got to know Tutu very very late. But anyway, that's it. Things happen, don't they? Yeah. So let me run into the categories as far as the Boxing Ghana Awards are concerned, and I think it will be prudent for all of us to take notice of the categories. It's very important. If you feel like there are certain aspects or categories or probably things we've left out, yes, we are ready to listen to your views as well. Like I said, we don't think that we have custodian over all knowledge. We're trying our best. We're trying to see how best we can make this thing work. So if you have submissions, if you have contributions, let's hear you. It will be great for us to equal also find out what you are also thinking. Like if you think some of we've left certain things as far as the categories are concerned, if you think we've left certain things out, let us know. We'll definitely would love to make those additions as well. So I'm trying to get straight up the yes. So I think I have it now. I don't know if you can put the zoomed in on the screens, but if not, I'll read it out. The categories are pretty simple. They say it's a boxing personality of the year, and the second one is boxing club of the year. The third one you have professional boxer of the year. You also have boxing for good award. You have amateur boxer of the year. You also have youth boxer of the year. You have juvenile boxer of the year, outstanding boxer of the year, female boxer of the year, referee and judge of the year. You also have referee and judge of the year, professional referee and judge of the year, amateur. Legacy award, that's a lifetime achievement award. Then you have outstanding promotion of the year. So that's for the promoters as it were. And you also have regional association of the year. So those are the categories. If you think that there are certain things we've left out, let us know. This is just the planning stage. The show is set to take a center stage. It's probably in December because it's going to be on I think December 26th. Yeah, it's this and every December 26th. We're going to make sure that we hold those awards. Yes, keep your messages coming. I'm getting them thick and fast. Sammy, I think it's a good concept. Kudos to you and kudos to your team. That's my title stated. Thank you. I think Sarah is actually on my line. I'm gonna put Sarah through pretty very much soon. Sarah, if you're ready, I'll just push you through right about now. Are you with me, Sarah? Okay. So Sarah is on my line. Sarah, can you hear me? Sarah, can you hear me? Okay. So I think we are having some few technical challenges as far as Sarah's line is concerned. Okay. Sarah, are you able to hear me? Uh, do we have Sarah? Okay. Um, yeah, Sarah,
Someone is calling me on
greetings
the
to
phone.
you.
Yes, can you
Okay,
hear
so
me?
great to have you on this platform. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. Let me try as much as possible and just yeah. Okay, yeah. That's great. That's great. You look very pretty. That's nice. That's nice. Anyway, how are we doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. Great. Well, okay. So today is going to be a discussion between yourself and myself, as it were. It's pretty going to be very simple. We just want to enlighten viewers on the upcoming Boxing Ghana Awards. So we're going to have an interaction, and I'm sure through our interactions, they will get to understand what the concept is about, when the show is going to be held, then the categories for the show, and of course, we also welcome their views as far as the awards are concerned and what we expect as well. So, once again, many thanks for joining me on Boxing Courts. Today is going to be very interactive, as it were. Can you hear me, Sarah? Okay. Okay. So I see that she can hear me, she can see me. So we're just gonna walk through the categories like right about now. So the first of all, let's understand this. We know that this is going to be an online based awards. Can you educate me a little bit on that? I mean, I know what the concept is really about, but can you just talk a little bit on that? Can you just share a little bit?
Okay, so what it means is that the entire program will be run online, that's on social media, and also on our website. So when it comes to right from nominate to have our followers to participate and also those within the boxing community. So it means that you get to choose who wins the award, who should be nominated, everything. The entire power lies with the audience who are online.
Wow, Sarah, your line sort of just cut off at a point when you were speaking. So, if you can just repeat what you said again, I'll be so grateful. So that just for the benefit of our viewers. Okay. We still. Oh yeah. She's back here. She's back on the line. Yeah.
Okay, so what I was saying was that the entire
Mm.
process will be social media, which is our Instagram page, our website, follow us on Facebook and then YouTube. So you get to select who is nominated for the program by going to comment under the post that we make. You can submit nominees as well. And then once the nominees are shortlisted, we come back online for people to cast their votes. And then winners would also will be announced online, which means that the entire process will be very transparent and also something that will be in the clear view of the public.
Okay. Now, these awards. how does one get to be part of it? Is it by the viewers, boxing followers, picking a particular boxer that the year in question thinks he's done so well, has excelled so well? Or is it by some judges sitting somewhere and coming out with some shortlisted people? Did you get the import of my question, Sarah? Okay, so Sarah's still on the line. We are having a little bit of technical hitch, but we'll try and nip it in the
Professional
bud.
companies
Okay,
manage
yeah,
that
go
you
ahead.
believe have excelled the year under review, which means within the year 2022, right from January up to this point. So it means that it's not going to be some individual sitting somewhere to analyze, but rather you, the audience, get to be the first one to propose, and then based on the mentions that we get, we are going to look at those that are getting more mentions. Okay, and then also the coaches. Maybe they may not necessarily have done so much within the year under review, but because we are their fans and we care so much about them, would end up writing their names. But we will for
Okay, so if you probably did not hear what Miss Sarah Asari actually said, she actually talking about the fact that this is going to be very transparent because it's going to be run solely online. And secondly, we don't have some people sitting somewhere to select who actually becomes the winner. It's going to be solely based with the fans, or So if you are a fan of someone, it's only prudent that you vote for that person. But it will be in the year in question. So if, for instance, we're talking about 2022, it will be all the boxers that excelled in the year 2022. That is how come we're actually doing it on December 26th. So it's not going to be retrospective, as it were. It's going to be the current, so that that ambiguity where people go like, no, we think that this person should have won. I think that will be minimized, as it were. So that's what Miss Sarah Lotus Asari was actually trying to update all of us on. Yeah. So, Sarah, are you able to hear me? I want us to walk through the categories.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So let's walk through the categories pretty soon. First of all, I see something like I was hoping to get it on screen, but we're still trying. We have boxing personality of the year. Boxing personality of the year. Can you expatiate a little bit on that? Okay.
Okay.
Um,
So
okay.
the boxing personality of the year. What we are going to do is for each of the categories, we'll share on our platforms the description so that audience gets a better understanding. But we are looking at individuals within the boxing community in Ghana who have excelled. Their personality can be any of the individuals that work within the industry, uh, boxers, a coach, a referee, a manager, a promoter who has done exceptionally well to put. That is one of the things. As well as within their field of work, they've done enormous and have excelled. Um, and so it has to be someone that excelled beyond reasonable doubt. within the industry.
Well, interesting. Okay, so we're gonna go through the next category. Very interesting category. Well, boxing club of the year. Kindly educate us a little bit on boxing club of the year. Who qualifies to be in that category? Okay, so we're still struggling with some few technical challenges here and there, which I hope it gets resolved
So the
finally. Very
boxing club
yeah.
of the year links to the clubs. We know that within the sports, one of the first people were discoverers of individuals in the sports. The boxers, the coaches, and everyone that we grow to love all came from a particular club or shine comes from. So we are looking at the club that has excelled. So we'll look at the records based on each of these clubs to determine the one that deserves that award. But it also lies that within 20 to 20 games.
Okay. Okay, I guess the point is pretty much well noted. The last part of your statement, I'm not sure they heard it, but of course, the import of your statement was clearly spelled out. So we're going to move to the next category, which also happens to be coach of the year. So who qualifies to be the coach of the year? That's a very tight one. Share light on that for us. Coach of the year category. Okay, are you able to hear me, Sarah? Okay, so we're still trying to establish connection with Sarah. We had
Okay, so
okay, yeah, go ahead.
as I said, yeah, with each of the things that we do, we are going to look at based on performance. So we know whether they are amateurs or professionals, they come from coaches. They are trained by coaches. So would also shine light on the audience once again. So audience, look at the coaches that are doing well in the country within 2022. Look at their work and then nominate the coach that you believe has done so well. We'll look at the nominees and then give you the chance to.
Well, okay, so indeed, uh, now I just not to compromise things. I am okay. So I'll just move on with the categories afterwards. I'll just say something very interesting stuff. So, okay, well that's good. That's good. We have a professional boxer of the year. Tell us a bit more about professional boxer of the year category. Okay, so we're still battling with some few technical challenges as far as Sarah's line is concerned. We hopefully get it resolved very
If
soon
all the
so that we can proceed with the show.
categories,
Yes,
we
Sarah.
would
Yeah.
want you to nominate individuals that you believe have excelled. So what we are looking at is the year 2022 year. Look within the year as fans and people that follow the sport. Look at the boxer who is doing well within 2022 that you like or believe and then send their names.
Mm. Okay, so that's for the professional boxer of the year. Now, so for instance, the professional boxer of the year, um, is it centered on professional boxers solely, or it goes for every boxer? Okay. I hope you got the import of my question. If not, I probably will revisit it again so that you can do justice to the question I posed. So, the professional boxer of the year, is it solely for professional boxers, i.e., the likes of Isaac Dogboe, who we'll be talking about today? We are practically even talking about, and we are asking
Yeah,
you
the
to.
professional boxer is for professional boxers. So within the category of boxing, we have the amateurs who progress to the Commonwealth Games, the Olympics, international amateur tournament, and then we have at ranks.
Okay, okay. I'll move to the next category, which is okay, yeah. So we have amateur boxer of the year. So I guess that actually answers it. So the amateur boxer of the year, the category actually goes to the amateur boxers. So, well, okay. I'll move on with the next one, which says the youth boxer of the year. Tell us a bit more about youth boxer of the year.
So for the youth boxer of the year, and then that of the juvenile, we have to come up once with the descriptions come out. We'll let people know the age groups within which these boxers fall within. So so in 2022, you look at your youth boxers or juvenile boxers who have excelled,
Mm,
and then send their names. Okay.
okay,
And we are
okay.
looking at people participating. Like you look at people that are participating competitive. Also,
mm,
you can also look at the work that they are doing in their communities and all. Because once you nominate um, your boxer, you should be able to support your nomination with, if you understand me,
okay, okay.
credible
I guess
reasons.
would as regards to the juvenile
So
boxer of
that
the year.
once they win the award, we can say that this and this is what this boxer has done.
Okay, now
Because
juvenile
you
boxer
want
of
the
the year.
award to be very meaningful.
Mm, mm, mm. I guess your point is well made. Indeed, there were still some challenges here and there, but I'll see how I can sum the whole thing up after walking us through the whole categories. We'll see how we go about it for the benefit of our viewers. Okay, so let's go to outstanding bout of the year. I just
Okay,
skipped.
you want me to explain that as well?
Yes, yes, outstanding bout of the year.
I to do with the juvenile boxer. So those are
Mm,
the ones um, below the age of 15 years
mm,
who have excelled. We have boxers. Okay. So this category will be highlighting or shedding light on some bouts involving Ghanaian boxers
mm.
that we the fans love. So, for example, we have Sammy Ofosuhene Discusses. He's a boxer. He's a very good 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 that was exciting, that kept them on the edge of their seat. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, like I said, I'll try and do justice to all that Sarah said. I'll try and see if I can do some mention of that for you. I know that she's been coming in on off. It's. I mean, technology happens, you know. And that's how come you're having that challenge. But of course, let's just move ahead with the next category, which is you have female boxer of the year. Yeah. Tell us a bit about female boxer of the year. Are they even fighting our female boxers? I know that that's
So
your
we
domain. So, okay, go ahead.
recognize
Okay, we are still struggling.
so we have some female boxing is still in its infantry in Ghana, but you know that with every part of the sport, you always have to encourage people to do better. Okay, as much as the sport is still developing within this genre, there are some females who have done well within the year. So it's only prudent to also give them this opportunity to shine. And once that is done, it would encourage them to go on. It would help them to attract more support, and also would also know if there's a fan base for that through the nominations that we get.
Okay, okay, that's clearly spelled out. I think that one was very much clear. Let's do referee and judge of the year.
So the
Uh,
female boxer of the year, looking at the female boxer in Ghana, Ghanaian female boxer who has always in the shadows. Yes, but the referees ensure that the boxers are safe, and then the judges are the ones that objectively decide who comes out as the winner, other than that people will just be fighting endlessly.
okay, okay.
So
Legacy
we
award of the year.
have this category to honor our object are protected in the ring, nominate them, send out their names so that they'll be recognized.
Mm, mm. Interesting. I think
Thank you.
the thought that has really gone into it is really massive. You need to be commended as well. Let's talk about legacy award of the year. It talks about lifetime achievement.
Okay. So in every sport, we have individuals who have dedicated their lives and done so much for the sport. So this would look at one of such individuals, like the unsung heroes within the sport. That's one thing. In addition to that, those that have served for a long time, it could be individuals that are on retirement, individuals who have stepped away from the sport, but their body of work testify that they've done so much for the development of Ghana boxing. Fans out there nominate these individuals for them to be recognized. Okay. Because that's what you have to do. You always have to honor people for the investments they put
Okay. Now, which
in
list?
developing the sport. Because a country that does not honor it, it will category.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. I wish we had you on a very good line. I'm sure people would have enjoyed some of your very incisive and very intelligent submission. But anyway, we'll still try and make do with what we have, as it were. Let's talk about outstanding promotion of the year before we crown it up with regional association of the year. So, outstanding promotion of the year. Kindly just expatiate a little bit on that for us. Okay. Um, I think she's still struggling to hear us.
Be looking at the boxing promoter in Ghana who has also done well to develop the sport or to make it more exciting so greatly.
Go ahead. Okay. Let's do this last one so that we'll see how we sum the whole thing up. The last one is Regional Association of the Year. Just talk about that pretty soon, then we'll let you go. Regional Association of the Year.
It has done so much in helping sustain the sport of boxing in Ghana. What we want to use this nomination or this category to do is to recognize the role of regional associations within the development of the sport. Because when the sport is concentrated in only one place, it will be very easy to eradicate the sport or ban it. The sport has to spread to the various regions. So we want to encourage the different regions to also participate in boxing, and that is why we have this category. Yes, the entire reason for having these awards is to get people within the voting is
Okay. Thank you so much, Madam Sarah Lotus Nasari. You've been so helpful with your analysis, with your submissions, with your education, with your information as far as the upcoming Boxing Ghana Awards are concerned, which is slated 26th of this year, 2022. Of course, you've given us proper education on that. I'll try and do summation of that. But many thanks for joining us on the platform. We're very grateful to you, Sarah. We hope to call on you again, hopefully on a better line, so that we can have a good discussion. But do forgive us for that little technical challenges that we encountered. But let me just sum up the whole thing as to what she said. Of course, your messages are coming thick and fast. This one is saying, Sammy, I think that the way will do himself a lot of favor by just avoiding Navarrete for the third time, because the third time will not be good. Okay, well, that's your opinion. Like they say, opinions are like the armpits. Some can be stinky, others can be freshy. It's a matter of personal hygiene. So that's your opinion. Free boy, or say that's your opinion. But I have this one which I'll read it pretty soon. This one is saying, well, I like the submission of your guest, though the line is not that stable. Of course, I'm very much aware that the line wasn't that stable. So in that case, what I would do is I would do a little bit of summation of all the things that she said. I hope I do justice to that, though. But of course, I'll try my best to do that for you. Okay. My name is Anima J. I think that Isaiah should never fight Navarrete again. Okay. Well, like I said, Anima J, that's the opinion, and that's okay. So we put the question before you today. We say we're actually asking. It's pretty simple. It's a straightforward question. should Isaac Dogboe fight Real Vargas or should he fight Emmanuel Navarrete? He has the opportunity to decide which of these two fighters he wants to fight. As far as his second world titleship is concerned, that Dogboe uh, has actually carved that niche for himself. Now he's in a better position to either fight for the WBC or the WBO. The WBC actually happens to be the one with Ray Vargas. He has the opportunity to fight Ray Vargas or fight a WBO champion. In this case, Emmanuel Navarrete. And we are just asking you a pretty very simple question: who should he fight? And already messages are coming thick and fast, and I'll read them right here. Wherever you're watching us from, you can also leave a comment there. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what your views are. Do you think Isaac Dogboe should fight Ray Vargas or you should fight Emmanuel Navarrete? Well, just gone by was Sarah Lotus Asari. She is with the girls boxing team. She's also with the Greater Accra Boxing Association. She's a very important part when it comes to boxing. She's actually the daughter of our own national team coach, Coach Asari, the 5-star coach. She's also part of the Boxing Ghana team, and she's in charge of the upcoming Boxing Ghana Awards, which is actually slated on 26th of December this year. And she just educated us about the categories and how the form and nature and stature of the awards. Of course, we had some challenges here and there. I'll try and do a summation of that, no two ways about it. But let me read some of the messages that has come through. This one is saying, okay, Sammy, this is a non-starter argument. I think that Dogboe should never fight Emmanuel Navarrete again. Well, some of you have very strong views, but that's it. Like we say here on Boxing Court, every view is entertained. When you send me those messages, add your name as well and your location. That would be nice. Okay, so Kintari Moshi of Tanzania says, I think that Isaac Dogboe can beat Navarrete with the right coach and guidance. Okay, that's also nice. This one is saying, I think Isaac Dogboe's best bet will be Ray Vargas, and even Ray Vargas is not a walkover. Trust me. I think it's going to be an eventful time, and hopefully the African wins it. That's Baba Gary. Okay, that's nice. Of Nigeria, it's good to have people like that from Nigeria. You could also sending views as well. The show is a global show, so no two ways about it. We are not surprised that we're having viewership from all over. So Sammy, I think that Isaac Dogboe should not fight Navarrete. I think that anyway, it's your view. Your views are entertained here, so just keep them coming. I'll just read them, and we'll see how that pans out. Like I said, every comment is welcome here. The show is interactive, so get interactive on my line on +1 815 302 5489. It's +1 815 302 5489. And of course, we are talking Isaac Dogboe. We're talking his possible opponents. Should it be Ray Vargas? Should it be Emmanuel Navarrete? And I'm entertaining your comments, your views as well on my platform. So keep them coming. So I'll read this one, which is by Samson. Okay, Samson Archer. Okay, Samson Archer is saying that, well, contrary to what people are saying, I think that Isaac Dogboe has really improved. And if you only work on his boxing, he should be able to beat Navarrete this time around. Okay, that's good. So Fred Dua is also saying that Dogboe is a very good boxer. He has improved a lot, and I think that his chances against Navarrete for the third time can be good, given the right guidance. Okay, that's also good. I'll read this one pretty soon. Isaac Dogboe is a good boxer, but I don't think his style is good for Navarrete. Boxers mix fights, styles do as well, but it's mostly the way the boxer positions himself. Psychologically, it is not good for Isaac Dogboe because a third time defeat would mean that career over. So I think that he's better facing a different opponent. If it is Ray Vargas, then so be it. Okay, that's a good comment as well. I have this one too here. This one is saying, Dogboe is a good boxer, but I do not think that he should face Navarrete. If you watch Fondora and Ocampo, you will see that height advantage and reach advantage counts a lot in boxing. I think that Isaac Dogboe should rather fight Ray Vargas. Okay, that's by you. So Fred Bonsu is also saying that Sammy Dogboe is good, and but I don't fancy him beating Navarrete anytime soon. I think that if he should fight Navarrete 30 times, Navarrete will floor him 35 times. How is that possible? How kind of mass is that? Fred Bones will anyway. Um, so, uh, well, it's a great initiative. You guys coming out with the Boxing Ghana Awards. Once again, kudos to you. I like the way you're helping Ghana boxing develop, and that's by Amwakun. Thank you with your comment. I'll read this one, which is by Frida. It's good when you have ladies contributing to boxing. It's very impressive. Sammy, I like the show. I like the lady too, but the connection wasn't that good. But I hope, like you said, you do justice to the topic for us. Great. Once again, congratulations to you guys for coming out with this good initiative. Uh, thank you. Thank you. Very grateful. The messages are many, coming thick and fast. I guess anytime you want to talk about Dogboe, everybody just comes on board, which is good. It shows that he has following. It shows that people are much more interested in him as well. And we hope we do same with all other uh, champions or our other boxers as well. There, of course, there are some boxers who also commands a lot of followership, and we say kudos to all of them. We hope that Ghanaians will keep supporting them as well. So let me just run you through quickly what Sarah said, and we'll go through the categories one by one because I realized that there was some feed here and there. We had challenges, which is to be expected. I mean, she's reaching us all the way from Ghana, and we had to cash her in unexpectedly. So we are even grateful that she actually honored the invitation and came to grace the show with that intellect and proper understanding of the award sequences and the permutations that will go with the awards. But let me just run you through very soon. Of course, boxing personality of the year. It's actually a boxer who has excelled in the year in review. The year in review, we're talking about 2020. This is not those awards where uh, they give the award to the person uh, in retrospect. No, this is going to be this year. So, for instance, the year in review is the year 2020. So, the boxer that you think excelled in this particular year 2020, you just need to, send your views, send the boxer out the boxer's name to us. We'll collate all that. Of course, we have very prudent and transparent system that will be able to come out at the end of the day which boxer emerged victorious in that category. So boxing personality of the year, that is what we are talking about. We're talking about personality that excelled as far as boxing is concerned, who is a Ghanaian. So our main concentration and occupation is a Ghanaian. You have to be a Ghanaian to qualify to be in this category. So a boxer who is registered as a Ghanaian boxer and who excelled in the year 2020. I am just wondering, in the year 2020, we've seen some very interesting matchups. We've seen the likes of Alfred doing so well. We've seen the likes of John Zele. We've seen even the likes of Sheriff Quay. We've seen the likes of uh, Isaac Dogboe. These are all the boxers that could come into this category. So that's it for you in terms of the boxing personality of the year. Then we go to boxing club of the year. So boxing club of the year is actually it has to do with the James. So for instance, you have the boxing professional boxing league, which is currently ongoing, which is being organized by IMAX Media Group, and we just told you that they even signed two different boxers. By the way, let me tell you, somebody was asking me how come they are able to sign boxers. IMAX is a conglomerate of businesses, and on one side they have the promotional outfit, on the other side they have the managerial outfit, and on the other side as well they do have their television, as it were. So it's one side of IMAX, which has to do with management and promotions that actually sign those boxes. Of course, I only have my reservations on one particular boxer in that category. But of course, they know what they're doing. They're probably looking at the commercial aspect of it, which is very important because boxing has to inculcate every aspect. It's not just about the winning aspect, but the commercial aspect is equally very important. That's how come you have Tyson Fury calling at Anthony Joshua, even though Anthony Joshua doesn't have any titles and is not currently the world champion. So that's it for you. It goes a little bit deeper. So you want people to invest in that sector. You want to have a boxer who commands the numbers, and these things are very important in terms of imaging, branding, and business aspects as well. So yes, that's it for you for the boxing club of the year. So the boxing club that actually excelled, i.e., their boxers came out all guns blazing, were able to make an impact, not just on the boxing league, but even in the whole of Ghana boxing fraternity. That award will go to that particular boxing club. So if you are actually nominating a particular boxing club, you need to let us know why you think they should be in. So, i.e., you need to let us know the year in question, the achievement, what they've done, how many boxers of DS have been able to fight international, how many boxers of DS have been able to make an impact in the year in question. So that's it. As far as regards to the boxing club of the year, that's the explanation there. Then we have coach of the year. Coach of the year ranges from either being amateur coach or professional coach. For instance, the coach for Alfred Lamptey, he's done fantastically very well. Alfred Lamptey, throughout his fight this year, has excelled. He's done very well. And in this year, you even have John Lai or equal also fighting as well. If you think that per what you saw and per the fights that he's fought this year, he should be classified among some of the not just the elite boxers, but it's actually excelled and excited you, and you feel he should be in that category. Yes, let us know. And of course, lay as well your reasons for it. So the reasons are very important. So that's what we're looking at. That's by way of boxing club of the year and coach of the year as well. So the coach of the year, whichever coach has really excelled in the year in question. It also brings to bear how many fights his fighter fought and how many of them the fighter won or lost, or particular place where like the coach had to intervene somehow. For instance, I watched Isaac Dogboe his fight, and his coach was telling him that, look, I have never asked you for anything. Go out there and do this for me. I watched Richard Come's fight, and his coach was actually telling him, look, listen, you gave the last round to this person. Just go out there and win this round for us. Yes, those are the coaches we're talking about. The coaches that are good motivationally, that have been winning fights for their fighters, that have been technically, tactically, they've been good, they've been there. Those are the coaches we are talking about. So you just tell us which coach you think should be in this category, and enumerate your reasons, and we would love to let the whole Ghana know why that coach should be in that category. Of course, the voting will come as well. Then we have professional boxer of the year. Professional boxer of the year is pretty simple. And it has to do with professional boxing. So if you are not a professional boxer, you don't qualify to be in this category. That's why it's professional boxer of the year. So professionally, which boxer excelled in the year 2022? That should be in this category. You can talk of Isaac Dogboe, you can talk of Richie Come, you can talk of Alfred Lamptey. So long as the boxer is professional, he qualifies to be in this category. And of course, if that boxer has excelled in the year in question, the year 2022, yes, definitely the boxer must be in this category. Then, of course, we'll move to what's the name again? Amateur boxer of the year. So definitely, since we've talked about professional boxing, we're definitely going to talk about amateur boxing, boxer of the year. Amateur boxer of the year will be very, very competitive. Why do I say so? I mean, this year alone, we had people going to the Commonwealth Games and excelling, and they did very well. Of course, boxing was the biggest winners on the day. Actually, we had some very interesting boxing laurels coming from boxing. I think boxing was actually that saved Ghana's face. So you do have to let us know who should actually win this. And I think it will be very competitive because we have some bronze medalists and silver medalists all in this category. And of course, there are people that did not even win anything as regards to amateur boxing, but the equal also did very well as well. So that's it for that category as well. Too bad we couldn't bring you a screenshot of it, but of course, I'm doing justice to it, reading it from my phone. Then we go to boxing for good award. Boxing for good award, just like Sarah explained, it goes to all those philanthropists, those people who, one way or the other, have made an impact on boxing. So it could be anybody, it could be anything, so long as you've contributed to that effect. That person may not even be a boxing addict, but for his works in the boxing field, for his contribution, being it money, being it deeds, for instance, Besasaka, I think he's doing fantastically very well. Somebody who needs to be, commended and awarded as well. So that is me, my independent objective like I said, you also keep your own coming. That's why I'm not the one going to be on the on the board, because equally I have my biases. Definitely, I'm also going to enlist the people that I think should be in that category as well. Like we said, this is the viewers awards, so just let us know what you think, and definitely you become the biggest winners on the day. You become the biggest winner on the day, of course. Then we go to the next category, which is um, Youth Boxer of the Year. The Youth Boxer of the Year. So, just like Sarah said, we're going to bring a siege. There's going to be, as it were, you qualify to be in that particular category so long as you are within a certain age bracket. Yes, you only qualify to be in that category so long as you're like in a particular age bracket. Earlier I was having an interaction with one boxing stakeholder who is very much part of boxing and knows boxing inside out. And he was making emphasis to the fact that at what time do we graduate our, youth boxers, amateur boxers into professional? Because you have boxers that have been in amateur for like more than 10 years. It's good, but it's not really good as well. It doesn't help the boxer's progression. So at what particular point in time do we, change that status quo? At what particular point in time, just like in the American system, at what particular point in time does that boxer graduate from being an amateur boxer to professional? Yes, you can cite problems like lack of, management and all that and all that and all that, but we should have a plan to that effect. So this award, I guess, has a way of impacting that, So yes, just like we said, um, Youth Boxer of the Year will have to be within a certain age bracket, which will be spelled out pretty bad very soon. I'm sure the organizers will come out with the age brackets that uh, they are actually looking for. So I will just go through the next category, and it's pretty quick. Juvenile Boxer of the Year. Juvenile Boxer of the Year. We all know the likes of what's his name again? The young chap. I was the first to have discovered that young chap. I know that so many people are making, as it were, talking here and there, trying to claim that. But the fact still remains that I was the first person to have interviewed him, Prince Labi, and I did the story. Check it out. I did the story when he was just 4 years. Nobody can beat that story. Sammy will fight with me on that, but bottom line, I broke the story first. It's as simple as that. Doesn't even matter. Anyway, let me come to the category. It's pretty simple. We're talking about Juvenile Boxer of the Year. So, of course, Prince Labi will have to be there. There is a certain girl who's also doing very well. I think she's something local. I've just escaped me. She's also doing very well. You also have Nikwe, our own Kote Nikwe's son. There are other very interesting names. If I didn't mention your name, it doesn't mean that you're not part of the category. I'm just trying to do off the cuff, and do forgive me on that. So they are very outstanding juvenile boxers, and I hope that this category award just more than one person. That would be nice. That would be nice, because there are some very important boxers who are actually up and coming, and they like to watch. They are typical boxers and brawlers. So I think this category will be very interesting. Then we have outstanding bout of the year. So outstanding bout of the year will have to be which bout excited you the most. You can watch through all the promotions that happened in the year in question. Talking about that of Ace Promotion, that of the Ujura Festival, that of Box Office Sports, that of IMAX Media Group, even that of Richard Comey, Debela, Top Rank. Just let us know which fight was outstanding for you, and of course, we'll award people to that effect. Yeah. So that's information by way of outstanding bout of the year. So outstanding bout of the year. Which fight excited you the most? Which fight was a delight to watch? Which fight would you want to watch it over and over again? And so these are what we are looking at. These are the things that will go into it. Whoever comes out victorious in that particular category. Of course, we have referee and judge of the year. Referee and judge of the year is pretty simple. We are looking at those people who come out with a decision. It's not easy to be a referee. It's not easy to be a judge. Trust me. Being at the helm of affairs, trying to make sure all boxers are protected. You're also trying to make sure that you get the correct scoring. So referee and judge of the year is very important. I guess I have some names in mind, but like I said, this is an award which is open. So whoever you think should be in this category, you just let us know. So we're just awarding it for the outstandingness. I mean, they've been great. They've made sure we get the kind of champions that we need. I mean, I watched some very interesting fights, and some of the scorings were apt. You ask yourself, the Ghanaian is getting it right. I mean, I've watched some bouts in Europe, in America, and some of them are very questionable. But you watch some of our fights and you say, yes, our judges and referees are really good. So let us know which of them you think should be awarded, and definitely we would love for everybody. We will read it out. We will actually award them to that effect. So this award is just meant to help industry people promote boxing. And like I said, when we sit on this platform, for me, my agenda is one. My agenda is simple: the promotion and propagation of Ghana boxing in terms of branding, in terms of the commercial value, in terms of business. That's what we're looking at. Anyway, so then we go to referee and judge of the year. Yes, I just mentioned that legacy award, and that's a lifetime award. So, for instance, some of the known boxers who are now retired but have made an impact as far as Ghana boxing is concerned, lifetime achievement, we can give it to them. So it's a legacy award. Anybody in connection with boxing who has been, part of boxing since yesteryears, back in the day. So those are the boxers we're looking at. Boxers who've made it their mark and have actually bowed down of the scene, but the achievement are still impactful. We want to award them to that effect. So that's my way of it. The legacy award is actually a lifetime achievement award. It's as simple as that. Then we have our standing promotion of the year. So which promoter was pretty outstanding during the year in question, 2022? That's what we'll be elaborating and a little bit on that. So if you think that it was Box Office Sports Promotions, let us know. If you think that it was Ace Power Promotions, you let us know. If you think it was Debela, you let us know. Indeed, if you think whoever you think should be in that category, definitely you just let us know, and we'll award that person to that effect. Then we have Regional Association of the Year. It's pretty simple. Dennis Moore is on my line. I'll put him through very soon. But this is one award which is dear to my heart. What do I say that? This award will help with the development of boxing in Ghana, i.e., boxing is just segmented, just in Accra, Jamestown area, a little bit Choco and all that. But we want boxing to be in the whole of Accra, and not just the whole of Accra, the whole of Ghana. So, i.e., Ashanti region. I know that there are some associations, but how active are they? This award is meant to help in that aspect, so that whichever region is pulling up, we award them to that effect, and we create our eyeballs to that particular region, and we encourage sponsors to equally go there and help them as well. So this is a very important award to me. For me, this is the best of all the awards, the Regional Association of the Year awards. What are they doing? Are they organizing bouts so that we don't just have bouts being concentrated in the capital, but of course we have bouts everywhere, so that if a boxer is in, let's say now, he knows that he can have better matchups in the northern region, as it were, upper east, upper west, Ashanti region. That's basically what we are talking about. So that's it for you with a lifetime. Did I say lifetime? That's it for you with regards to the Regional Association of the Year. But Dennis Moore is here. Dennis Moore.
Yes, I can hear you.
Great. It's great to have you on the platform. We're very grateful.
Great.
First of all, I would like your views on two things. We'll just do about 10 minutes and wrap up and get out of the studio. So let me ask you this. Isaac Dogboe against Navarrete, who would you want Dogboe to fight? Dogboe is penciled out to fight before the year actually comes to a close. And already he's indicated that his fight it's cooking. There's something in the offing. And we are asking, should he fight Ray Vargas or should he fight Emmanuel Navarrete for the third time?
Well, Sammy, I think that greetings to all those in the studio, and this time around, I'm hoping that I'll be very legible, of course, in the studio. Quickly, if I heard you right, you're talking about the Boxing Ghana Award set for the 26th of December, right?
Yes. And Isaac Dogboe as well. Should he fight Ray Vargas or Emmanuel Navarrete?
Okay, the sound is a bit undulating, but I'm so sad this time around. Anytime you call me, yeah.
I know we always catches you like it's pretty bad. I know that we we always pushes you against the wall. Do forgive us. It's something that we are trying and change it. We need to change that.
Good.
We need to back up. I agree with you.
Okay.
But you've always been our savior to that effect. I would say you've always been there for us. You are so anytime we call you,
Of course.
So you're always up in arms. You're always there to help us. Yeah. Very grateful. Thank you so very much for that. So let me have your
Thanks so much.
Your impressions as far as the Boxing Ghana Awards are concerned, and definitely Isaac Dogboe, should he fight Ray Vargas or should he fight Emmanuel Navarrete for the third time?
Well, I think with regards to the Boxing Awards, it's a very good initiative. It's a very good thing, and I'm really relishing, to see this novelty, come to fruition. Maybe one other thing that I wanted to even call you personally to tell you to add it is about the Boxing Writer of the Year. You have to do it.
That's true.
So I mean, yes, you need to add it. I mean, if you don't award yourself, who's going to do that? You need to do that. Yes, so yeah. And then coming back to the Dogboe fight, yes, I have always maintained that from what I've seen, from what I've actually watched, I've watched all Navarrete's fights, even when he moved up in weight and all that. And it's quite amazing that nature will have it that Dogboe would have to just people are saying that he has no option. But for me, he needs to really go for Ray Vargas rather than Navarrete. I mean, for reasons best known to myself, I wouldn't want to encourage Dogboe to go for Navarrete now, because the psychological effect on Dogboe's mind is still there. It's still very, very strong, and clearly, it will play a huge role against Dogboe should there be another meet between these two. So for me, Ray Vargas is not bad at all for Dogboe. I've watched Vargas, I watched his last fight, and I think Dogboe can really fare better against Vargas to prepare adequately even before Navarrete. For now, Navarrete is on song, and these are my humble assessments on Isaac Dogboe now. Vargas, I prefer Vargas to Navarrete now, Sammy.
Okay, so I let me get this. Are you one of those people that thinks that Isaac Dogboe fighting Emmanuel Navarrete again, and should he lose, it will probably be career over for him? Are you one of those proponents that have that kind of that are actually channeling that kind of argument?
Yes, I think that for now, I should be a student of that thought. From what I've seen on Navarrete, his fight and his progress, he's quite consistent, and indeed beating Dogboe on that 2 counts. What else? And we all saw that in both fights, he actually handed Dogboe, a very sound. For me, sound whipping. There's no two ways about that. There's nothing that as a Dogboe can really do.
What do you say to people that goes like giving the right tutorials and the fact that Isaac Dogboe, they think he's improved? Third time will probably be a surprise for Navarrete. What do you say to people that goes that assertion?
I will never buy for any surprise. It's clear. The fact is fact. Navarrete. Fighting Navarrete. This time around, you don't need any kind of tutorials again. What kind of tutorials? Dogboe knows it. He knows it, and he's falling short of that. The height level. I always keep talking about height factor, of course, in this fight. Yesterday, if you really watch the fight between Sebastian Fundora, of course, and then the other.
Okay.
We are having we're having a similar stance here, and I think nature is not really on Isaac Dogboe now for him to go into this third fight. No, I will never subscribe to this. It's going to be a career-threatening approach for Isaac Dogboe in this fight. So I'm one of those students who think that Dogboe should never.
Well, indeed, that's very, very straight to the point. And what should I say? I'm lost for words. I guess then it's more just what is the right word to use? That's his opinion. Okay, so keep yours coming. But of course, Dennis Boy is an astute boxing writer. He's an astute presenter with HS Television. He was previously with Choice FM. He's been a boxing commentator over the years. He's followed boxing through and through. He's written some of the best articles. He's analyzed boxers, with his crazy permutations and analysis on boxingghana.com and other boxing platforms. So when he's making submissions, I mean, he speaks on authority. He's one of those great boxing writers, fantastic one that I can promise you. I mean, he knows boxing inside out. So when he makes certain submissions to that effect, you know that he knows what he's talking about. But let me get his final comments before a wrap up, because we've done more than the hour mark. We've done an hour and 22 minutes. Mr. Moore,
Yes,
finally, your final comments. If you were to give any advice to Team Dogboe and his camp, what would that be? Your final words to Ghanaians as well. Then we wrap up of the show. I hope that we have you next week so that we talk extensive and conclusive on some very topical issues that surrounds Ghana boxing. But your final words.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So, I mean, my final words is I'm so much happy Dogboe has actually taken his tutorial so seriously. He's coming up. He's getting the confidence, and I really want to.
Okay, so we just had that small technical hit. Isn't it? It's probably becoming like the order of the day for today, but it happens. I mean, like, this is technology. It happens, but we'll try as much as possible to make sure some of these things are resolved and we don't encounter these challenges again. We lost Dennis Moore there. Hopefully, we get him once back again. But we done what? We done 1 hour 23 minutes. Possibly 1 hour 20 minutes because we started a little bit late. I do have to wrap up the show and get out of the studio. Hopefully we get Dennis Moore next week to talk much more on this particular topic and other topic as well. Once again, my name has been Sammy Ofosuhene. Many thanks as well for joining me today. I do have to apologize. We had a little rough beginning because we had some last minute changes and we needed to, just make do with it. But it happens. This is technology and human beings are fallible. You can't predict anything unless God. So till I meet you same time again, my name has been Sammy Ofosuhene. This was another exciting edition of Boxing Court. Once again, many thanks to our earlier guest, Sarah Lotus Asari, who did justice to the topic, but for the technical hitches that we encountered. And of course, the import of her statement was pretty clear. She just won a recent award. Fantastic woman when it comes to boxing. She's helping Ghana boxing get to another pedestal altogether. Then again, Dennis Moore as well, who graced the show as always. When we call him last minute, he's always there to help us with his incisive, straightforward contributions. You may like it, you may not like it, like they say. Opinions are like the armpits, I'm stinky. Others freshy is a matter of personal hygiene. My name again has been Sammy Ofosuhene. Join me same time next week. It is bye-bye from me. And like I always tell you, remember, a positive anything is better than a negative something. Bye for now. Take care of yourself. And I see you next week. Bye for now.